to the finish line.
Alright, progress update.
So we're on the way to Fieberbrunn, very nice. And the weather's warm, windy. They just changed the dates from Tuesday to Thursday, Friday potentially, but you never know. Let's see.
Fucking stoked to be here. Pissed that the airlines lost my bag, but we finally got them. Seen a lot of grass out here, so I don't know what that means.
Mega gut, es war eine lange Reise und es freut mich mega, dass ich jetzt hier mit dabei bin und mich schon qualifiziert habe für nächstes Jahr. Alles was jetzt noch kommt ist oben drauf. Let's go! It's a bit rocky.
Yeah, I was talking. They said that the FWT was like pretty gnarly, and they were like with shovels, like kind of chunking it out. The snow report is that it's a good day to go golfing.
The grass is always greener on the other side.
The grass is.
But actually, it's greener here in Fieberbrunn.
Yeah, it's greener here in Fieberbrunn than.
Is there one day where it's not greener on the other side?
Me and the bolos won't pan out again. Me and the bolos won't pan out again. Break out your bad, baby, break out your bad. Break out your bad, baby, break out your bad. Me and the bolos popping up again. Me bomb clap, baby, not again. Break out your bad, baby, break out your bad. Break out your bad.
Okay, done. See you, bro. Have fun. Danke. Let's send it.
He is a rookie on tour. He's already got 2 podiums to his name, and he is sitting a comfortable 3rd place overall, the regular footed rider out of Innsbruck.
Excited to see him drop in there from start 1. I think he's been pretty excited to dig into what's more of home territory for him. He's based in Innsbruck, rides this area reasonably often, and is a super experienced freeride competitor despite being a rookie on tour.
Yeah, look how steep and gnarly that is from the top. Timmy just putting his hands up, paying homage to the mountain gods as he kicks things off right away with a big air overexposure. So Tim Schroeder
buttering across that little section there and spinning into this couloir.
Oh, this is huge. He's already got 2 moves above exposure as Timmy opting for Holden Samuel's same couloir line there as he now flying heel side across this section. You know, we saw at the Goofy Riders, I'd say, with a bit of an advantage there, going 180.
And lining up his next feature, catching some air. But I think you're right, heel side on this aspect is really tricky.
Yeah, so bouncy for the riders, and you can see Tim's board just flexing and waving over all of those features. So Timmy Schroeder now in the middle section, having a little bit of a break as he lines up. This thing's already seen quite a bit of action. Timmy Schroeder with a backflip, perfect landing.
Looking solid. I'm sure he's got much more to play with here. Backside 3, doesn't take it too deep. Oh, but going down, the snow is so tricky in this section.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there for Tim Schroeder, just dropping into an old track as he's now coming up above this. You can see how waved that landing is, but Tim Schroeder having no problem even getting on that hillside edge, holding on through the flat light, trying to just get back out into the sunshine so he can see again.
To the finish, putting his hands up again, and that was a super playful run. Unfortunate to have that little tumble, but he certainly packed a lot of features, a lot of freestyle, a lot of big mountain gnar into that line.
Yeah, he sure did, and so much of that run was executed so well. You know, I think coming in.
Hey, mama, hey, papa! Let's get up!
Nice transfer, dude. He'll be probably feeling pretty good that he can go back, do the same thing, but without that bobble and have a huge score.
Yeah, so this was a really committed move to take some air right at the top of this exposure here, looking super solid and confident, and then buttering across into the top section.
And that 360 at the top of the couloir, really backing himself there. And this, for sure, the highlight of Tim Schroeder's run. Perfect. And right onto that heel side edge to control the speed.
Yeah, and this backside 3, lands it. I think he goes smaller than he thought and just gets a little, his nose digs in there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there for Timmy. Going down on what was previously an absolutely brilliant run. You can see the line tracker similar. You know, most of the riders we've seen on a very similar track, very similar path. As we're waiting now for the judges' scores to drop, Tim Schroeder, he's got a lot of positives to take away from that run. As we see the score coming in, it's climbing. It's going to be a 70, so a solid score, but he knows he can clean that up.
But one time we got a second run. Just one time. Just a shame that it's not going to be all track. Well, we had the first one.
Yeah, but are you going to do the same run?
No. I'm going to backflip the fucking Heusel now.
There you are.
Go for it. Yeah. At least that's what I'm thinking now. Let's see how I feel up there. What else is there to do?
I think this side's going to get a little bit better with sun. Unless there's too much sun.
Yeah.
But like...
No, it should be fine.
Because this side was pretty hard.
If the weather holds up, then we're good. On the height of the canyon, it got really shit, like hard, and then the bottom was like really hard, but after all, kind of how I expected it, and not too bad. I'm just happy we're doing it.
To the hot seat. He's another rider who has got 2 spots on the podium this year. He would love to bump that up to the #1 spot. He's a rookie on tour, but he has not been performing like a rookie. He has been blazing along on his path on the Freeride World Tour this season.
And as you can see on his helmet, he is a certified shredder, and he is ready to drop in from start 1.
Timmy Schroeder on course now, moving heel side across this.
Let's get it.
Extremely intimidating exposure at the top of the Wildseeloder face here in Fieberbrunn. If you're just joining us, snowboard men run 2. The Fieberbrunn show is underway with Victor De La Rue sitting in the hot seat, and Timmy Schroeder with a huge 360 to kick things off. Little bunch up there. Well hidden by the powder cloud, but I'm sure the judges' binoculars picking that up.
Smart move, buttering around another 3 into this section here, which has seen a lot of play today.
Yeah, you can see the tracks, especially that cross track, is starting to get very established. As Timmy putting himself in, he's going to have to kind of double in to this corner of the Hustle Cliff, and managing it perfectly now as he motors across the left flank of the face on his heel side edge.
Handling it really well. I think the snow has softened up. Spinning another 3 there and lining up the next cliff on his, releasing some turns there. Solid landing.
Yeah, Timmy Schroeder now battling slightly. The snow on this part of the face a little bit tricky, but he's got it handled. Down here we saw a big backflip from Timmy on run #1. We'll see if he repeats that. The lip is well established from all 4 categories now as he tosses it, laid out and landed absolutely to perfection. Timmy Schroeder really making a strong case for himself. Big back 3.
He's just lacing them together there. He wants a little chunk of this cliff section, which you need to wash a bit of speed for to catch the transition, and he finds it. Wow.
And now letting off the brakes completely, Timmy Schroeder with a huge run here on the Wildseeloder, run #2. The 2-run format really proving its mettle as we saw both Liam Rivera and Victor De La Rue taking big steps up the rankings. Well, I guess the step for Victor wasn't that big from 2nd to 1st, but a solid one nonetheless. And all smiles for the Innsbruck rider there as he gives a high 5 to Victor. Let's take a look back at this run, Anna.
So 360 straight out of the gate, but does have that control issue in the landing. And this move, looking super strong, navigating the bomb holes and riding out on his heel side edge there. And then laying out this beautiful backy. It's looking so relaxed, such a solid landing.
Yeah, hands at his sides,
See the fans there cheering him on. Love to see it.
Love it. So it's a bummer that he had that issue at the top, because the rest of that run from Tim Schroeder was definitely in contention for that top spot, but I think with a control issue as big as that.
Film down.
Film down.
Stringer in the place.
We're out here sending it. You know it.
Well, Victor loving the Timmy Schroeder show there as they wait for the scores to drop. Tim Schroeder, always an entertaining character. He's just a general good time to be around. Yesterday, he and Holden Samuels built maybe the biggest snowman I've ever seen, while the other riders were intently standing with their binoculars checking the face. These boys were playing out there like kids, and I love to see it.
Je te vois, Bernard. T'es caché.
So the judges are doing their work, and the score is coming in for Timmy Schroeder.
87.33. So even with that bobble at the top, the rest of his run strong enough to put him into.
It was really unsure if we were going to run the comp at all. It turned out that Fieberbrunn always has a surprise for us, a good surprise. Had some more snow overnight, really good weather today, which was not expected at all. On the first run, I felt a bit nervous, honestly. And then doing it the second time, I kind of knew what to expect and also how the conditions were, so I tried to clean it up.
Cause inside out is wiggin' and wiggin' and wiggin' and wiggin'. Ain't got what you are and making you get. Is that coincidental? And like you know it, don't be claiming that it's mental.